if you ever thought that the Gen Zs are the worst or are dangerous, then you've not met the Gen Alphas. If you ever thought that the Gen Zs ndio wabaya, like hawa ndio like mambo bad, then you've not met the Alphas. There is something that is happening in this country that, trust you me, there's going to be a very serious shake-up in 2027. There's a video I've come across and I want to share with you guys. And this one has made me think so much about where this country is heading. And it's a very interesting video. Before I show you that video, if you are new to this platform and you're coming here for the first time, I want you to take a second to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so that anytime I post a video, you will always be the first to watch. So subscribe na kama kawaida, I'll be back. Okay, I have said it. Thank you so much first and foremost for those who have subscribed, and for the return subscribers, I really appreciate you guys. I have said that there is something that is happening in this country that, trust you me, this country is going to change for nothing else but for the better. Because if you ever thought that the Gen Zs are worse, are people who don't take anything, any incompetence, then you've not met the Gen Alphas. There's a video and I want to show you. There are two videos. There's a video of children who are still in high school, who I want to believe, and I strongly believe they are the Gen Alphas, coming out to call incompetence. They're coming out to call. Someone even went ahead to call directly the president that our president is corrupt. And they are not taking it. And they are saying that we are not going to come to the table. We are going to bring our own table. Imagine the courage that these Gen Alphas have is much bigger than your Gen Zs. And this has made me think, are we having a paradigm shift in the Kenyan politics? Have we reached that point that the country is so pregnant for change that there is nothing, no movement, no suppression, no idea that will make it stop, that will stop the change? So I want you to watch these videos, and then I'm going to come and give my reaction, because it is high time we think about this. So watch this video.
Investigate. First, you told us about your mandate, which is to combat and prevent corruption and unethical practices in the government. But seemingly, we don't see that. Please provide us with case studies where we have actually seen that corruption has stopped through this ESCC thing. You came here. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you've told us that you do your investigation, you gather data. Then what do you do with that data? We are still witnessing corruption. Our own president is a corrupt person. As ESCC, what are you doing? As students, you are scared. And let me give you one quote. Yeah, the fourth panelist came and told us that a patriot should not trust his government, right? And as the young leaders, what we're coming here to tell you is that we're not waiting for you to set our table. We're coming with our own table. We're coming with our own rights. Because if you cannot represent us up there, we'll not wait for you to represent us, yet you don't even understand us in the first place. Thank you very much.
Who must go? Zakayo must go. He must go. Don't be afraid to get out of the street and fight for your rights. This is your future we're talking about. This is my future, our kids' future. Generations and generations to be lived. Reject, not alone.
There's a lot that is going to change in 2027. There's a revolution that began that cannot be stopped, not by anyone, not by any politician. Ni kama mtoto akienda kuzaliwa, mother kisha into labor, mtoto atazaliwa. There's going to be a new Kenya in 2027 and nothing can stop it. Ni kama venye independence ilifika tu, mzungu lazima angeenda. A generation ya, and we respect them, we love them. Ya Kenyatta, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, Kalonzo, Mudavadi, Kibaki, Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto. William Samoei Ruto is the last of that generation. Hakuna mwingine utaona. hakuna mwingine utaona, because it is a generation of tribe. They play tribal politics, and we are in a new dispensation. There's a new generation. There's going to be a new Kenya. Only time stands between us and a new Kenya. 2027 niliwaambia, first and foremost, all the MPs who voted for the finance bill 2023 wataenda home. Ukiona wengine wetu tumenyamaza saa hii is because we have understood the power that God has given us. Do you know, I am aware that mimi ndio nilianza hii kitu. Nimeenda parliament 18 times in 2023 kabla Gen Z waende hapo na wakauliwa. And it scared me. That's why nimenyamaza. That's why nimenyamaza sasa siongei, because I know the power that God has given young people in this country. Nikiamka kesho nianze kurudia parliament, I don't know what will happen. Sitaki watoto wa watu wakufe.
So guys, I believe you've watched that video. I believe you've watched that video, and you can hear here even Eric Omondi saying that at time, I think the country is just about that point of tilting to the better government. We have been complaining. Our parents have been complaining. The millennials have been complaining of the mismanagement in this country. But I think a time has come when Kenyans, Kenya has decided that we are no longer taking bullshit. We are no longer rolling with corruption. We are no longer rolling with incompetence. We are no longer dealing with bad governance. And these people, the young people, especially the Gen Alphas, these people are fearless. These people, they will call you out and they have no fear in their eyes. It has reached that point that the country is now pregnant. The country is waiting for nothing else than change. And you people, if this has made me think so hard, and I want you to think, where did this change start coming? Where did Kenyans start looking for an alternative? It happened in 2022. In 2022, President Ruto campaigned on the platform of hustlers versus dynasties, and on the platform of issue-based politics and not regional-based and tribal-based politics. And that one made Kenyans, especially the young people, to embrace him so much. Because they could feel that they could start seeing issues. They wanted someone who speak about issues, not someone who thinks about regions. I'm going to mix the region or ungane na nini. That was the politics that Kenyans did not want. And that's why people voted highly, and that's why they had so much expectation to the president. And if you can notice, after the 2022, so many of old politicians who had served in Moi era, most of them were left. Most of them lost their seats. And we started having a new set of parliamentarians. Most of these parliamentarians that you see are very young people, are people who have never been in politics before. And now, the disappointment that has come from that, and that's why you see the same people are now calling out the president for mismanagement of the country, for mismanagement, for corruptions and everything. It's because these people are not people that you feel like they can wataona kitu na wanyamaze. And in 2027, trust you me, kama kuna kitu inaenda kuisha, if there's people who are going home first, anyone who has been there during Moi's era, trust you me, those people, those politicians wanaisha. Their time is up. They are kina Kalonzo, they are kina Raila, they are kina sijui nani. If at all there's any remaining politician who has served, who has been a minister, an MP, or whatever position during Moi's era or Kibaki's era, wanaenda home. Because these young people have decided we are going to do a total overhaul of the political landscape in Kenya. We are going to have, tunaenda kukuwa na very new faces in 2027. Very new faces. And trust you me, it will be new faces right from the president in 2027. It's going to be new faces. Yani, zile sura zenye unaenda kuona are going to be very new faces. No one, let me tell you, no one will sneak through the back door. Because these people, trust you me, these people, their anger, the yearning for change, yenye wako nayo, hey, trust you me, you cannot, huwezi pita back door, hautapita back door whichever way. They will not allow you. They will not give you peace. They will not allow you. And trust you me, moving forward, Kenyans will not take incompetence, will not take bad governance, will not take corruption lightly. You can see through their eyes. You can see the bitterness. You can see how they are coming out to call these things. And you know, these people, they have really tried to divide them into tribal lines. But it is not working. And I explained in another video why it's not working. Gen Zs come from multi-ethnic families. These are people who have come from families, mother, mama ni Mlauya, mama ni Mkama. And the Gen Alphas, sasa are the worst. Sasa these ones sasa come from a total mix-up. Because most of even the Gen Alphas that you see are coming up and in are children of the Gen Zs, some of them. So, whoever wants to be a politician moving forward in this country, because trust you me, the likes of Akina Raila wanaenda. And no one should ever lie to you that Raila will have influence in 2027. Unajidanganya, hakuna influence Raila atakuwa nayo. Because the only people that are still stuck with Raila, young people, are the millennials. Because the Gen Zs naye hawatambui, but the millennials are the ones still pushing this Baba is always right, Baba is always this narrative. They're the one who keep on pushing this narrative. Oh, Baba akisema amesema. Those are the millennials. Those are the people who are still stuck in stuck kwa zile politics za Moi, politics sijui za Raila za kitambo nini. It's okay. Hao ndo bado wamekwama hapo. But we have still woke millennials, and we have these Gen Zs hawatambui. And you see, for the first time, Baba it's really facing. They are really, anytime anapost kitu, people call him. Like that trip that he went to Juba, telling us, oh, sijui I went to, I met who. You can see the comment section, people calling him all sorts of names. It's because that is the reality. We know that this guy anapenda ukubwa. He just wants to feel important, and that's why they understand him. These people, these presidents understand him. That's why they give him this assignment, and now he feels like he's a very important person moving around. The Gen Z watambui. So there's a certain wave of change that is coming. There's a wind coming. So if you people want to make sure that in 2027 this change is realized, the first and foremost, the Gen Z manze come out and register for votes. And then mregister kura. Wakifungua tu hivi, because itafunguliwa, there'll be a grace period of almost 2 months or so. Wakifungua tu hivi watu wachukue kura, and then mchukue kura in large numbers. And then hata kama mnaenda mnachana kwa hizo bases za kura, kila at least set 2 days mnaenda kwa hiyo base, mnakusanyika crowd, mnaenda mnabebana, mnaenda mnachukua kura. Let it be a movement. Tuanze hapo kwanza, watu wachukue kura in large numbers. Let us mobilize all the young people in the rural areas, all the young people in the villages, all the young people in town and everything, especially the young people in town. Let us set the trend. Let us show these people that, hey, tuchukue kura. Once tukishachukua kura, the slogan should always be one. Anyone who has served in any capacity during Moi's era and Kibaki's era, kwanza hawa watu hakuna kuwasikiza. Waende home kabisa. Because trust me, in 2027 we don't care who will stand against the president. Whoever will stand against the president atashinda. You people keep on telling us that who is your leader, who is Gen Z, who leader yenu ni nani. That is not important. What important, we want to do away with this bad governance, with this corrupt regime and everything. That is the first thing. So whoever atastand na yeye, hata kama nitakuwa ni mtu wa 30 years, mtu wa 40 years, mtu wa any young person who will stand, or anybody who will stand, who has no, yani his profile is clean, huyo ndio watu watapigia kura. Huyo ndio watu watamka asubuhi, wataenda wakae kwa hizo base za kupiga kura. Watu watachana jabo wakigoja kupiga kura, and they will vote, and they will sit there, and they will make sure that their vote imekuwa counted, imekuwa displayed, and people will track their votes, and people will make sure that kama vote imeenda Bomas, kuna team iko Bomas inafuatilia. Like we are going to be the Gen Zs will be the agents, will be everything to make sure that accountability, that votes count for something. Hii mambo anasemanga ati it doesn't matter who votes, it is who counts the vote ndiye ana matter. That will not happen in 2027. So it is the young people we need to stay woke, and to make sure that at least we rid off this country of corruption and everything, because we have seen the effect of it. Some of us who graduated way back, many people graduated way back 10, 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, have never hawajaipata kazi until they decided to so there's a lot of mess, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed in this country. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to highlight that. What do you think? You have seen those videos? You have seen that young lady coming out to express how she feels openly, without fear of or intimidation by anyone. You have seen how she has come out boldly to express herself, and all that and the other video that I've shared to you. Tell me, what do you think? Tell me, what do you think? Do you feel like this country is now imefika that moment that we have all been waiting for, especially some of us who have always been crying for good governance? Do you think we have reached that point? You get? So tell me in the comment section. Share your views and share everything. But above it all, remain respectful. Don't insult anyone. Don't incite anyone. Just express yourself, how you feel about the whole situation. Because the country is in a delicate situation. Inciting people can result to a lot of things. So just express yourself. And if you feel like you express yourself, I'll have to ask you in the comment section. Remain respectful. And I'll always remind you, remain respectful, do not insult anyone, do not incite anyone. So thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.